Right now, we're talking to Patricia Crowley. She's the Kalamazoo County Drain Commissioner, and she would like to remain in that position, and she'd like for you to vote for her coming up on Election Day. Good morning to you.
Good morning. That was pretty direct.
So, well, let's
That's right.
Tell people what to do, right?
Right.
Okay, yeah. And first of all, we want you to vote. Everybody get out there and do it. And when you do, when you come across that drain commissioner job, which doesn't sound super glamorous, but you and I have talked many times in the past about the importance of this job.
Right. It is an important job. Drainage has been a historic component of the history of Kalamazoo County, and it continues to be a critical part of development. We basically protect property rights, property values. We're able to, and a good drain commissioner can control costs, and we also are always looking out for the environment.
Okay. So what do you do? I mean, what is the job?
Oh, the job. It's a lot of different things. We have a very large, we have about 400 drainage systems. Some of them are those traditional ones that helped the farmers develop the farms and get in the fields. Some of them are those systems that help the residents in plats, those ponds that you see, those are all drainage systems. And we also have a federal permit for stormwater management, and we do lake levels. I always say rain to drain. I mean, it's from rainfall, everything that comes from rainfall, all the way to your lakes and streams, and we try to manage it as best we can.
What are you proud of since you took the job?
Oh, I'm proud of so many things. We've really, I think the thing that the taxpayers would like the most is that we've really reduced the cost of the operation. Almost everything has cost us relatively like 50% less than they had been, from our budget to our mowing contracts to our engineering to our excavation. That's been really good. And also we've had a lot of public outreach that's been very popular. Like, for example, the rain gardens and things like that.
Sure.
We just had another one last week in Willard Street that was very cool.
Tell our listeners what that is if they're not familiar with that.
Well, basically, this one was a curb cut rain garden. So the water comes down the street, all the goo and nasty stuff in it, and goes into a depressed curb cut, and it's filtered and stored there, and it goes right into the groundwater. I mean, it goes through the earth and comes out to the stream much cooler and cleaner than it would have gone if it had just gone into the stormwater basin. So it's pretty nice, and it's pretty too.
Awesome.
There's flowers.
Ah, that's beautiful. I mean, because that's what we're trying to do, is keep the big bodies of water clean, right?
Exactly. We're really trying to keep a forward future look at what we're hoping to do, because if we don't do a better job in management our stormwater now, it's going to cost a lot in the future. So if we do a lot of little things now to manage those small storms, then we will reap the benefits way into the future, not only in cost, but in a better environment.
Right. So you have the job now. You're running against Naseem Ansari. Yesterday he said he kind of thinks you're making too much money.
I thought that was sort of funny because, he was on the Board of Commissioners, and he knows that the drain commissioner doesn't have control over the salary. So it's a little odd to propose something that he knows is impossible. The salary is set by the human resources, their specialists who understand what the job is. And we do that in America. A lot of places around the world, they sort of underpay their civil servants, and that leaves them vulnerable to a lot of temptations. And I think having the salary I have, a good drain commissioner can save that amount of money easily if they know what they're doing. A person who doesn't know what they're doing has to hire consultants, and then, of course, all the money goes out in their benefits and costs and things like that. So that's one of the ways that we do save money is do the work ourselves.
How long have you had the job so far?
4 years.
Okay, and if you are re-elected, 4 more?
Yes. I am so happy in this job. That's something I want to say, is that I really had the joy of knowing that this job uses everything that I worked for the last 34 years in terms of education and experience. And it's a wonderful feeling to be in the right place.
Patricia Crowley is your Kalamazoo County Drain Commissioner. She would like to be re-elected on Election Day. It was a pleasure seeing you again, Pat.
Thank you so much.